One important lesson for today. Men will value you based on the things that he's doing for you rather than the things you're doing for him.
Men nowadays will be like, don't worry baby, I got this, I'm gonna handle this.
The man is the one who's supposed to take care of all the bills at the date.
Good day, everyone. Today, continue to part 18, learn modern women with Jenny. The question here is still the reason why men are walking away from dating. And don't forget to subscribe to Jenny to motivate more videos.
One important lesson for today. Men will value you based on the things that he's doing for you rather than the things you're doing for him. So let him spoil you. Let him treat you well. Let him invest in you. Let him plan everything, because this is the way he's gonna appreciate you the most. Not for the things you will do for him, but for the things he's doing for you.
Exactly. See, now, knowing nothing about men with me being one, I can consider myself lucky, learning everything about men. From women, it's pretty obvious. She knows more about men than me because she slept with a bunch. Men fall in love through what they can do for you and not what they get in return. So you must have done a lot for every man you have been with, because if you're still single, I mean, sure, why not? We'll go with that.
That moment when you didn't settle for less and now you're in Paris. Remember, you deserve nothing but the best.
Like, what, like a croissant? Soup de poulet, you forgot about your first video. So don't say you didn't settle for less. Go with the same idea and say, I just stopped doing everything for men, and I'm alone in Paris.
What is an Australian kiss? I cannot believe I'm making this video for you because this is so TMI. But you know I got you guys. Let me walk you through it. Where is Australia? Down under. An Australian kiss is basically a kiss. You guys better follow me for this because I'm putting my reputation on the line.
What reputation? I was waiting for something smart. Like Australia is surrounded by water, so my mouth smells like fish. Yeah, I know it makes perfect sense. If you unsubscribe, no, but seriously, what reputation? This supposed to be one of those things like honor among thieves, something that everyone talks about, and it doesn't exist.
Babe, the same men that are on the dating apps are the same men that you meet in real life. The only reason why you're getting a bunch of messages of men that are being inappropriate, that are being vulgar, that are just sending you really crappy messages because they're behind a screen. It's not in person. Hear me out, because this is actually a good thing, because instead of finding out how crappy a guy is 2 months later, you get to find out exactly who he is right away. Another reason why they're even doing this is because a lot of the messages that they send when they're like, oh, do you just want to hook up, or oh, do you just want to come over and Netflix and chill, is because it's worked for them in the past before. So just keep that in mind.
They're doing it because it's working. So what exactly makes them crappy if it's working? You may not like it. That doesn't mean they're crappy. What's funny to me is people still go on dating apps hoping to find true love. Or something just as dumb. Dating apps were created to be hookup apps regardless if you like it or not. All the F-boys on dating apps know that, but it seems to you it's still somehow a surprise.
We are no longer flipping off men. It takes them a little bit longer, but it hurts a little bit more.
Well, he can whip it out and show it to you right there. But I think he's trying to be nice. He's instead gonna point at the scale and laugh. And me, since I promised myself, I'm gonna keep this polite and respectful. I'm gonna say only that with you. Not even 10 inches will reach the spot.
I'm feeling messy. I matched with this man on Hinge. Let's call him Dave because that was his name. And he says he wants to take me on a date, except Dave is a spontaneous guy. And I say, Dave, that's totally fine. I'm more than happy to meet you on a day and then us have no plans and just figure it out as we go. That sounds fun, except I am not down to do things last minute because my work schedule and lifestyle just doesn't really allow for it. On the fourth time that he hits me up, it's a Friday and I have a date. So I tell Dave this. I say, Dave, I actually have a date with a pretty lady tonight because she made a plan. So we're gonna go and do that plan. And Dave proceeds to say, can I come? On my first date? And I say, absolutely not. And he says, why? Be spontaneous. She'll love me. It'll be so much fun.
And he was right. It would have been so much fun. But I also get that you were worried. Dave was gonna leave with your date, so it was probably a good idea to not let Dave come.
I have two things for the men. Number one, what kind of a status do you have to be in with a woman before you buy her a Christmas gift? And number two, all of this nonsense about a coffee date not being a date. I have seen so many videos lately where they're like, a coffee date is not a date and it's for low value people. That is absolutely not true. And men who plan coffee dates, pay for coffee dates, and take a woman on a coffee date, you're A+. And remember, this is for men who are dating in their 40s.
Okay, sure, but why can't a man in his 30s or 20s go to a coffee date? And for me, the status for a Christmas gift, it's quite easy. Am I allowed to say Merry Christmas when I'm with you? Or you're gonna be one of those, oh my God, that's offensive. I mean, I'm still gonna say it, cause I'm gonna make sure you're not anywhere near me.
Men nowadays will be like, don't worry, baby, I got this. I'm gonna handle this. And then pull out their iced strawberry cheesecake vape like a magic wand. Like, what are you gonna handle with a fruity dessert in your hand?
Same thing you're handling with a frying pan in your home. Ordering Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever you're using.
For the right guy, all you're gonna have to do is exist.
Men don't eat vegetables, but they would like to marry one. What I love the most about this is how many clothes she's wearing when she's trying to make a point, and that point being bashing men. This is her in her profile picture, so just a tiny difference, right?
Asking the single zodiac signs why they are single. I may be single, but I'm still getting my needs met. I may be single, but I'm still getting my needs met.
Oh, I will sometimes. You'd have to take matters into your own hands. I'm such an idiot.
Find somebody that matches my income requirement. Well, I got bored with the last one. And the one before that. Please don't remind me. Pretty sure it's because I'm too hot. I don't like people right now. Oh. Just give me 5 minutes and that'll change. My therapist said I should wait because of what happened to the last one. Well, it's not like I don't have options. I just haven't picked one of them yet. I'm busy. I don't have finding a partner scheduled till June. I'm not sure if I believe in relationships. I am? I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess that wasn't an actual relationship. But I'm planning on manifesting love under the new moon.
Everyone's saying, why do you rent? Why do you rent? You could spend so much less on a mortgage. Guess what? I talked to a lender back in November about a $630,000 townhouse like 40 minutes from the city, from DC. The mortgage, with principal, interest, taxes, all of that, $5,000 a month. Wrong. Imagine if the AC breaks, if you need a new fridge, that's another couple $1,000s there. So whatever you pay in rent, that's the max you're gonna pay. But what you pay in a mortgage is the minimum you're gonna pay. Trust me, I've considered. But imagine a little cute little townhouse, 40 minutes from the city for $5,000 a month. Now I'm living at my parents' house, but wow. Oh, and that was if I put $100,000 down, which I don't have, but like hypothetically, I was like, if I put this much down, how much would the mortgage be? For a 30-year loan, like a typical like normal loan, it was nothing like special. So, these house prices are insane and they just don't want us to ever own property, I guess. I don't know.
So then go against the system and buy properties. Easier said than done. I know, keep in mind that I don't know anything about the prices outside DC, so I could be wrong about everything. In my head, there's this, you now live with your parents, so you don't even pay rent. Save all the money you have spent on rent. Cut down on eating out. And when you decide to move, go for a house that is not $630. 000. Now again, if that's the cheapest house you can find outside this sea, then I'm wrong about everything. But if it's not, and since you are single, go for a house that it's big enough for you, add some improvement, or if you ever move with a man, and the two of you will need something bigger. The both of you can add some improvements to the house. You've bought, sell it, and buy a bigger one. if anyone knows the prices outside DC and I was completely wrong, please let me know in the comments.
I think I need some advice on navigating the modern dating in the UK. I come from the Eastern European dating culture where the man is the one in charge. The man is the one who's supposed to take care of all the bills at the date. Now, throughout all the years of my dating experience in the UK and across different countries, I think I almost never had to pick up my bill, maybe just a couple of times. Now, the question is, do I still offer to cover my share? Because I do know that most of the time I will never be expected to actually cover it, which I don't mind if I have to, but I probably wouldn't go on a second date with that person. But should I at least show my commitment to participate?
No, you could instead just show some appreciation, even though you don't mean it. Just some common courtesy. Thank you for the date. This was great. Let's not do it again. But if you did like the guy, you could let him know. I had a good time. Maybe we should do this again? There are some men who like to split the bill, but still you should let them tell you or ask for separate bills.
I accidentally called a grown man a good boy today. I was at my favorite coffee shop and I was walking out, and as I was walking out there was a man who was coming into the coffee shop, so I politely held the door open. Now whenever I held the door open, the door like clicked open, so then you like couldn't so it was like propped open. And I was about to reach to shut it because it's summertime and it's hot outside and we don't leave doors open. But he was already reaching to close it. So I looked at him and I said, "Oh, good boy."
Okay, and then what happened? Did he say woof? 'Cause if he did, you're good. If he didn't, maybe he needs more training either way. Thank you for sharing your kings with the rest of us.
I saw someone on TikTok say that male loneliness is an epidemic, and I couldn't agree more, and here's why. The funny thing is that as women, we were programmed to think that when a man is using us or, is kind of taking advantage of us, it is always for the physical intimacy or for sleeping with us, basically. But as things have evolved and changed, I think that there's so much more to why a man will stick with you and talk to you and give you breadcrumbs way beyond the intimate part, but way beyond the physical intimacy. And the reason for that being that if you think about it, look, I'll give you an example. When I was doing 9 different certifications in the world of spirituality, psychotherapy, neurolinguistic programming, in every course, predominantly, there were more women, which showed me that there are so many more females who are interested in working on themselves, doing the deeper work, connecting to their bodies, connecting to their emotions, evolving. Whereas a lot less men were doing the self-help work, were buying different courses, were trying to grow in that way, spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
Well, I don't know about you, but I can appreciate her for explaining us about the male loneliness. And she explained everything, and she did it quite well. But in case you've missed it, I'm gonna that one day when I was driving and I stopped on the intersection, I realized that men are lonely and women are working on themselves. And on that night, when it was heavily raining, there's no soul inside, and I just realized that men are lonely and women are working on themselves. And I was making myself some French fries the other day. And of course, it's because of men are lonely and women. Okay, I'll stop now, be honest. Would you be surprised if I told you that she's a spiritual healer and coach